got a job. All right. We are week 49 of What Did Prince Do This Week? All right. So, guess what? Andre Daly is first in the chat. He can't believe it. Somebody must have hacked Cassandra's internet access. Yes, congratulations, Andre, for being first in the chat, and welcome Anna B399. Welcome Chip and Sparrow from Japan. Third in line was me, a catch-up student.
Nice.
Chip and Sparrow, third in the chat, and happy belated birthday to MD, Michael Dean, and D'Angela. And
Thank you.
Get better, Ricky. Pretty Ricky. And then we got April Watson, 4863. We got Christina Schlosser will be here for a little while in Minneapolis. Lisa Williams, H-Town. Nick Felden, Denver. Chanel, welcome. We have Drea Dances. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I'm so honored that I was Drea Dances' top YouTube channel for 2025.
Wow.
That's incredible. Wow. We got Ron Kayla. We got Jamal. Yes, stay strong, Ricky, from Austin, Texas. We got Sister Charles, another H-Townian. We got Arlene Oak from Wintry, Alberta. We got TP. We got our timekeeper, Kim. We got Chris Bornay from ice cold Columbus, Ohio. Yes. We got Theo in the house. Have you open your heart, open your mind today, Michael Dean? That's what Theo wants to know.
I barely opened my eyes, Theo, but I'm getting there, brother. Give me a little bit. Late night at the club, y'all. Clubhouse.
Oh my God.
What's my shit right here?
Yes. Now, according to the credits, if you can ever believe any credits, this is Levi on bass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Levi. And we got Brian, 4 a.m. in Sydney, Australia. Michael,
wow.
Commitment. We're so grateful for you, Brian, and everybody who tunes in from Australia. We got El DeBar. We got Man Ray 10. Love your background, Michael Dean. Loving that Christmas spirit.
Christmas time, baby.
Yep.
For the children.
For the children.
Put that tree up for them babies.
And for the grown-ups. I like me some lights. I don't need the tree, but the lights for sure. Purple Suit for the Soul from Gowan. Welcome, D68A. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better soon. Ooh. I love that bass line. I think from that is definitely Levi. All right.
Man, can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
Oh my God, Michael Dean. I never tire of listening to Madhouse.
Yeah,
and
it's Prince. I don't. Prince. We don't.
Yes, well,
it's Prince. Dear estate and dear fan base. All the music that Prince did. I'm talking about from the time Sheila E. Andy Allo, whoever, Vanity Six, that's Prince music. So you need to treat that the same way you treat them Prince albums. Same dude, just because the name and the face look different. It's the same person, man. So I say all that to say, yeah, the same respect that goes on to the official albums need to go on those. It's the same dude. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Shut up already, man.
No, it's really important. I mean, I do think that it would be amazing if we could get a Madhouse box set. Just everything and all the fixings too.
box set. Just like, yeah, you can just start by putting it on digital. How about that? Like, I wouldn't take that much.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
So I love this comment from Theo. Having the Around the Rolling Day singles box set has made me wish I had more 7-inch singles in your collection. Yes, I'm with you. So the 7 inches are really cool to collect. And they're out there, if you go to your record stores, and we got Edgar saying, yes, Michael Dean agreed. It's all him. Yes.
yeah, man. Yeah.
But Kim is giving a warning to Theo. It is a slippery slope. Well, collecting is a slippery. I can tell you that. You have to put constraints on it unless you're rolling in the dough. All right. So we are week 49 of What Did Prince Do This Week? We're going week to week, not day to day. You can follow the detailed schedule. And you do not need the paperback version.
Rise.
But this is the one that has the updates and more pages. But if you want to have a weapon, you can get the hardcover. The OG.
You hear that?
Yes.
And it comes with bass.
Yes. I love these comments. Brian is saying collecting Prince 7 inches and 12 inches is a lifelong commitment, especially if you're getting into like all of like the promo mixes and all of that. My constraint is like, I just want a song that I don't have. So I don't get like every single version, like the different countries and all of that, because I would be so broke. It wouldn't be funny. Yeah. So let's see. CL added a great clip of Jelly Bean and Ellie M rehearsing with the Funk Revolution. Amazing. Okay, have to seek that out. I love this, Audra, encouraging Theo to continue with their collecting.
Absolutely. Hilarious.
Oh, this is fun.
I didn't even pick up on that. I guess, yeah. Shout out to what's my homegirl's name? Gail.
Yes. All right. Okay, so these will be archived at Polished Solid as well as at MDean. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and help spread the word for What Did Prince Do This Week, for Prince, for Duane, for our community, to get more folks in here. And I love this comment from Theo, snare drum pound on the 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Get on the floor. Yes, sexy. All right.
Book club, stand on the 2 and 4. All the book users put the book on. Anyway.
You know what, Michael Dean? I think I'm going to task you. You need to come up with a theme song for us. Just a little snippet.
Oh, Lord.
Something like that. Something to think about. All right. So this is our hashtag. This is our Gmail. This is an independent endeavor. The state of Prince Roger Nelson is not affiliated, associated, or connected with the What Did Prince Do This Week book club series for any newbies. And our community guidelines, we choose to be a community even when we disagree. All right. That's really for C. Lee. I'm just kidding.
Where is C. Lee? Did he say he was coming today?
No, I think he's at a JSU game. I think next week is when C. Lee will hopefully, because I don't know how football works and if they win this, if they're going somewhere else. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, if you're at the game or something, C. Lee, we do miss you. What's up, man? Have a good time.
Yes, have a good time.
Shout out to Ricky too.
Yes, for sure. All right, so we played Madhouse 15 from Madhouse 16. And you know what? I rewatched part of your interview with Laura LaPuma last night. I just had hankering. Very amazing interview, by the way. And I was blown away because I hadn't finished it. I was blown away by knowing that on the 16 cover, originally, Manisa was supposed to have on had on a trench coat. And Prince was like,
I need more bass.
Yes. So that was a revelation to me. And I really want to see these alternate photos of this cover now with the trench coat. And then another thing that I didn't realize is that that backdrop is supposed to be a bank. I never really paid attention to what was going on in the background, to be honest.
Neither did I. I'm just trying to be like you, Dan.
Okay. Because, I mean, one, the logo is one of my favorite logos of all time. Also, the dog is very compelling. Also, the polka dots, which reminds me of, and then the gun and all of that. And, yeah, and then the gold dress because it represents the gold and all of that. Yes.
Would she be considered to have almost a raspberry beret? So I don't know.
I'll take that, Michael Dean. That looks like, it looks raspberry to me. That's right.
The red shoes on.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
The gloves.
Mm-hmm.
The gloves. And then with the machine gun. I mean, it's just such an image. Actually, when you really think of a machine gun, it's such an image, man. Some gangster shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny. This would, if you didn't know what it was, just say you were a young person and you saw this, you might think this was a gangster rapper, like a female rapper. if you think about it, like
Yeah.
oh shit, she's gangster. Who is this?
Yeah.
This Cardi's cousin or something? What's going on? You know,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't know what that. You would think it was maybe something new or something. Like, whoa, okay, the baddies got strapped.
Yeah, yeah. So the background we're talking about, Brian, is actually, this is another thing that I learned from the conversation you had with Laura, is that actually isn't a real background. They were on the Warner Brothers lot, and that was just like, you know, how movies do it back in the day. You know, they just
matte
had
painting or something.
Yeah, matte painting. So this whole, I don't know if you can see my mouse. No, you can't see my mouse, I don't think. But in behind Manisa's head to the left, you'll see this building, which is supposed to be a bank. That's one thing. Ooh, I love this comment from Blade Brown, Michael Ding, for our theme song that you're going to create. It can be Madhouse theme instead of using the Godfather samples. Use all P-inspired snippets like "This Is the Business," "Love Sexy," and "Shake." It could be like a whole combo of that.
It could be, huh?
Okay. So somebody has informed me that Brian was saying, who is paying attention to the background? I'm a little slow sometimes, Michael.
Prince knew what he was doing.
Yes. Okay. I got it. All right. You have to understand that I'm slow and I'm also, you know, a girl. Okay. All right. So let's see. They hold. Yeah. Okay. I love that. I didn't notice any background, only the foreground. That's right. Okay. So
I bet you the cereal milk went up in sales. Prince fans at that point. A little spike in milk. I don't know.
Okay, let's move on. So who was playing on this song? Of course, and Prince. We had Sheila E on the drums. This is where I would really love for a drummer, because we have a lot of basses. We got TED Talk bass. We have another bassist that I actually included in the accompanying playlist. I can't remember. I think it's PD bass, but he breaks down Nasty Girl, which was like so amazing.
Oh, I think I've seen this recently.
Yeah. We need a drummer to break down some of Prince's songs, especially the ones like Madhouse, because I know Sheila's playing drums. I thought I knew like Sheila's playing, but there's this one part where I swear it sounds like Prince versus Sheila, and it would be nice to have a drummer to break it down. Like, when is Prince playing drums, Sheila playing drums, and that would be really amazing. Yes, that was a cool video about Nasty Girl. One thing I liked about that video was that he replayed everything, and there was this keyboard part that he played that I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. But it's so much going on in that song that I never really noticed that. I would love for Michael Dean to interview Sheila E. That would be
dope.
That would be
dope.
Yes. All right. And then we have the amazing Leviticus on bass, Levi Cesar Jr. That's right. Yes, Dr. Cloud. Thank you. PD bass is great. Love his breakdown of Al Jarreau's Morning. I learned that David Foster had a version of that song from that video. Yes, and also the Game Boys were in the Madhouse videos for
Right.
sure, also known as TTK. See.
God, Madhouse is just like it's like a whole trilogy of like movies. Like if it was Star Wars or something, and it was like this badass side trilogy of movies that Lucas did, but then they just out of circulation, but they were dope as hell. And you're like, why are they not putting those back out? It doesn't make. I mean, there's so much lore in Madhouse, like you said, the Game Boys, everyone's sort of interconnected playing through there, but just sort of forgot.
Yeah, and I would love to see. I was going to say I'm probably the only one. I'm not the only one. There are massive Madhouse fans out there. I would like to see the videos remastered.
Oh yeah,
they need to be, because it's Prince. We want.
Speaking on that, I don't know if this was going to be a topic later, but they just released the 4K version. I don't know. Is this the first 4K Prince music video? Raspberry Beret.
I didn't. Okay, everyone is saying that. I didn't know about that.
Everyone put me up on it. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't been keeping up with that. Okay, and so what do you think about it?
I mean, it's it looks like they ran it through something and spice it up a little bit. You have to really pay attention, I would imagine, to get it, but I think it's great. I mean, it is, it's in 4K, and I hope it's a start to get the rest of the videos, upscaled. I'm not sure. I'm curious the process. It's not like a glaring update, but it's definitely an update. So I think it's dope.
You know what I really would love to get updated, but I don't think it's going to be even possible because it was shot in video, or however it was shot. Because some people say that it wasn't shot on video. Because you got the look.
The video?
The video. It needs help. You know how it looks in the Sign of the Times film? It's sort of.
Yeah, because it almost looked like they're filming a TV or something. I don't know what because I don't, but I hear what you're saying. I think all the videos could use the video that I would love to get, because I just think it looks so dope, and I like the song, is Insatiable. Like to me, that's just very striking. The lighting and how he had the white coat and was doing his stuff. And the old lady with the camera.
I agree.
Like I want it crystal clear.
Yes.
You can see the roller, the curls, and the shit.
That scandalous. Yes. All right.
Or another one that would be dope, I think everyone could appreciate, is a Kiss, like just on a mainstream level, because he's just him. And I think if you saw like the clarity of Christopher Tracy Prince just jumping and wiggling, it would be so great. Like there's a lot of joy in that video.
It is a lot of joy in that in that video.
Kim is like, let's have some action. That's all this talking about. This shit.
Okay, we're gonna get to the book. Here we go, because we actually have a lot to cover in the book this week, because Prince is back from Nice. All right, so episode 149 of What Did Prince Do This Week? And this is what Prince did this week. So on Sunday, he was in the studio and he did some possible overdubs and mixes for both Mountains and Dream Factory. And then he went to LA to figure out some editing locations for Under the Cherry Moon. And then on Wednesday, Sheila E did like a safety copy of Holly Rock. And speaking of Holly Rock, I don't know why, but I had a hankering to watch Holly Rock performed in Crush Groove this morning.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It was like, well, first of all, I always was confused why Sheila was wearing her Romance 1600 garb in the Crush Groove film. It seems like she would have worn something else to kind of fit in with, the rest of the crew. But with that being said, I was shocked at how much of the entire song is in there, like almost like an extended version, that they put that in the movie, and it's really incredible. I literally got goosebumps. I just remind myself, like Sheila's still amazing, But like when she came on the scene with Prince, like it was just such a thing to witness, and like all the tricks she was doing with her drumsticks, like she was like flipping them in the air, and it was crazy. So if you haven't watched Holly Rock from Crush Groove, and you want, this, I don't know, it was pretty exciting for me. Okay.
Do you remember seeing that, like when it in the theater, that part? You remember that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because I only went to go see Crush Groove because of Sheila.
Yeah. See, when I saw it, it was with all my guys and stuff. They didn't take to that performance. They just wanted to see the rap stuff. They were just like, they were looking at me like, look. I'm like, I'm doing the bill. Hey, don't you want to be my
Another thing I wanted to say that came to mind, one of the things I love about Sheila and Prince at that time, I feel like Prince would go like, Sheila, let's do this. And Sheila would be like, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she was, to me, that's the only thing. At the time, I kind of didn't, not that I didn't like it, but I just thought she was doing Prince like exactly what I was like, man, she is actually trying to be Prince. Or just every mannerism, I could see Prince doing it, just as you said, and he probably did. Like
he did, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it annoyed me in real time, like when I was a teenager. But actually, this morning, I was like,
kind of appreciate it now. Like,
yeah, I was like, because she was like, I can do this. What you want to do, Prince?
Well, I think too, it's looking at it now, it really is a level of performance that you just do not see today at all, really. Yeah. So so it's like, wow, and this is what performers can do, if they really want to go all in. Because I mean, she's jumping, sliding across the stage. It's fantastic.
It really is. All right, so that happened on Wednesday. Thursday, there was a brief encounter. Prince had a brief encounter with Miles Davis at LAX, which is the Los Angeles airport, for those of you who don't know acronyms, like my mama. And then Prince, again, was there at Uncharted Moon. Then on Friday, it was the second single from the Family album, High Fashion. And speaking of which, even though I have like a little bit, I watched the Just High Fashion from the 7th Avenue show.
Okay.
And it's such a great performance. And one of the things I love about that version is the bass playing. And I was like, who was on bass? And because I don't know about Alan Flowers, but I think Alan Flowers is like a bass player from Minneapolis. And I had forgotten about Wally and Brooks being on stage as well, but they weren't in pajamas. They were in suits. And I was like, why didn't you get the memo for pajamas? Because Jerome was in pajamas. Everybody's in pajamas except for Brooks and Wally. So that was really weird. Let's see.
The family.
Yes, the family. Amazing performances.
Oh yeah, go back to that real quick. Listen, Blade, everyone, we already know that was one of the biggest, like, what the hell? That music video coming, that ain't Prince. Get this one. I almost feel bad for that guy because I'm sure he got a lot of, hate.
Yes, for sure. From the Prince fans. Okay. We're gonna start our reading. Michael Dean, do you want to start us off with December 1st?
Yeah, give me sorry, teacher, I don't have my pages together.
It's okay. It's around 240 something probably in your book. December 1st.
Here we go. Sunday. And the funny thing is I was just geeking out to Dream Factory last night.
Oh wow.
Really listening to it. All right, Mountains, possible overdubs and mix. Dream Factory, possible overdubs mix. Washington Avenue Warehouse, Edina, Minnesota.
Edina,
excuse me. Producer Prince, artist Prince and Revolution, engineer Susan Rogers. Quote, no quote.
Quote, we always quote Eric Leeds.
Oh, okay. Quote, the most distinctive thing about Prince's sound and about his band And his music really was his use of keyboards, I think, more than anything else. So now, obviously, he's bringing in instruments that for the first time, 6 years of his music, he had never used before. So, by definition, that certainly was going to be something very different for the Prince fans. It's like, what the hell are these guys playing and what are they doing? I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, bringing in the sax and keyboards and stuff was very different. It is likely that Prince continued working on Mountains, although it is unknown what he overdubbed to the song. And Wendy may have contributed some additional bass to the track during this session. Wendy on bass.
Mm-hmm.
It was obvious that Prince was not only looking for a new sound, but he was also embracing a more mature musical view and allowing those around him to influence his direction. With the family at an end, Prince was taking advantage, of the musical language he'd been exploring while recording their album. Eric Lees recalls how this session wrapped up. A huge snowstorm hit that day, and we had to bail out of there because we were going to get snowed in. So we all left the warehouse about 4 or 5 that afternoon, and it snowed like about 12 inches at night.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. And then Matt and I were able to fly out, and that was the end of that. Then he basically said, okay, we're done until January. It's interesting to think like this, recording all of these songs in this environment of just, a snowstorm and 12 inches. And it's not like they're in sunny California, where sometimes they are, but this is like in the trenches back home, winter time. I love it, man.
Now, one thing I want to say is for those of you who do not know, Wendy Melvoin is an amazing bass player. And yes, so if you listen to their debut, Wendy and Lisa,
mm-hmm.
Wendy's playing bass all over that.
Okay.
It's incredible. Like, she's very underrated for her bass playing. So
and that album is fantastic.
Oh my, yes, it is. Instant classic. Okay, so I'm going to do the next reading for Tuesday, December 3rd, 1985. And this is a Prince quote because it's bold. A movie is a little bit more complex, but to me, it's just a larger version of an album. I love this comment. A movie is a little bit more complex, but to me, it's just a larger version of an album. There are scenes and there are songs, and they all go together to make this painting. And I'm the painter. Y'all is the paintees. Love this quote. Okay. Prince had been overseeing the editing while shooting in France, and when the team traveled back to the U.S., Prince visited San Francisco, hoping to continue editing under the cherry moon. While in the Bay Area, he considered working at Fantasy Studios. Fantasy Studios is actually pretty important because Sheila E. and her father recorded at Fantasy Studios, like their first 2 solo records, Pete and Sheila Escovedo.
Okay.
Must listen if you haven't heard those albums. Likely recommended by Sheila as she'd recorded there. It was a film facility as well, explained studio engineer Michael Rosen. They did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is all related to What Did Prince Do This Week, because Eldebar's GIF is from the film One Flew Under the Cuckoo's Nest and Amadeus. So he booked the film facility to edit Under the Cherry Moon. And before they had even started, he came looking around the studios and he told the studio manager that he would book them, but he wanted to book all 4 studios and send everybody home because he didn't want anybody around while he was working. Baller. That's what I'm talking about. I wish I could do that. And if
he walked in there and he's like, I want room, and
Yes. Get him out. I don't want to see nobody. Okay. And if I remember correctly,
I'm the only starting this thing.
That's right. And if I remember correctly, his people even specified what kind of plants he liked in the building and stuff like that. And they did everything.
He was brand new, boy. He changed, he switched up, boy, when he got that money. I love it.
Oh my goodness. And they did everything he wanted. And then at the last minute, he said, yeah, I think I'll do it someplace else. I would have been pissed.
Hey, as long as he cut the check, I was like, whatever,
Oh,
miss.
okay. Well, that's a point. All
I didn't
right.
say that, but it's implied.
We hope. Let's at least. All right. He
Let's
actually
do it.
showed up there.
I mean, like,
Oh my goodness.
we recording something, goddamn. I don't care if you just walk over here and said, no, we're gonna do it somewhere else. Okay, okay. You know, at least I'd have had something, but not hell no.
Okay, he actually showed up there.
Mm-mm.
All right, but it might have been just for 1 or 2 days. Maybe they didn't realize he showed up, but he did show up. Maintains
okay.
editor Rebecca Ross. Sheila E even came with him, and that was the first time I met her. We basically just got it all set up and had a couple of days with the video editor. Just started, and then we moved everything to Bel Air with the Fresh Prince. Just kidding. It was a huge house, and we had the whole editing room set up in the breakfast room and adjoining workout room that overlooked the tennis court. Privacy would be preserved, and Prince had once again found a way to work from home. Prince was the first remote worker.
Right? You know, I guess it, you know, I get it though. I mean, it says a lot that for the way he came up and worked, you know, not to say in isolation per se, but, you know, in his own environment, very controlled, and to be able to go outside and to still be able to get the control and make it your own and make it comfortable for yourself. I understand what he's doing, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm going to be creating my stuff here. I want to make it like I'm at home. I want to feel comfortable, you know, so I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
That's important for artists to be able to, you know, have that. I guess now they call it today what they call it safe space or something, but you know, I understand what you're saying.
Yep. All right, Michael Dean, you're reading Wednesday, December 4th.
We are moving.
We don't want Kim cracking the whip.
All right, Wednesday, December 4th, 1985. Holly Rock 7-inch edit safety copy. Sunset Sound Studio 3, 1 p.m. to 1:30. Book 12:30 p.m. to open. Producer Sheila E. Artist Sheila E. Engineer Mike Colster.
Yes, to Joe Jones.
Oh, okay. What's up, Jill? He loved driving around town, blaring music in the car. He'd play the cacho. I don't know how y'all.
Cocktail Twins.
The
Cocktail.
What's the song that they had? I kind of remember the.
I didn't like the Cocktail Twins.
Okay.
Keep that in my mental Rolodex, but I'm sure everybody in the chat will remember. What was the hits for the Cocktail Twins?
And have you ever had other twin groups? That's a rare thing. Anyway, Miles Davis, Jimi Hendrix, Nino Rota, okay, Roxy Music's Avalon album. He once made me a mixtape with nothing but Miles Davis songs on it. The brief session was scheduled to make a 7-inch single edit for release and a safety copy for Holly Rock. Prince often requested cassette tapes of his music so he could play them in the car to hear how they sounded away from the expensive speakers of the recording studio. Prince was still in San Francisco and did not attend this session. Prince's range of influences were growing. His father was a jazz musician, so he had a base of knowledge about jazz, and Prince surrounded himself with people who were able to expand his musical lexicon. Wendy, Lisa, and Eric Leeds made it their own project of turning Prince on to different kinds of music, related Alan Leeds. Eric would give him jazz records and turn Prince on to sketches of Spain and Kind of Blue and other stuff. Gradually, the three of them had an impact on Prince, and he felt that he needed to know this music and figure out what he liked and didn't like. He had a very genuine interest in expanding his musical curiosity. Young black guys were attracted to Miles because of his politics. He was an icon. Interesting. I think as Prince learned more about Miles, he started to see some of himself in Miles. He was fascinated with Miles and used to ask Eric about stories about Miles, and he'd share recordings with him. He'd show him video recordings, and Prince would be fascinated and say, "Look at the way Miles is standing." He was just studying his moves or his posture. There was a real fascination with the iconic aspect of Miles. Eric also had an interest in getting Prince and Miles together. Whenever I would find an article or something where Miles would make reference or make a compliment about Prince, I always made sure to let Prince know because I was really hoping that maybe one day they would hook up.
And they did.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So I want to say this. A couple things. If I remember correctly, when Prince finally met Miles Davis, wasn't Prince's dad at that dinner at Prince's house that Eric Lees was also at? And
I
the
believe
reason,
you said that. Yeah.
and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I would assume that Prince's dad, as a jazz musician and someone who was at this dinner for Miles Davis, would have already been playing Miles Davis, and Prince would have already been exposed to Miles Davis.
Interesting point. Yeah, yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly, I've also read somewhere that Miles Davis was one of John L. Nelson's favorite musicians. So, wow. I mean, maybe Eric Lees turned him on to Miles records that he hadn't listened to before, but I don't think that he would have introduced him to Miles Davis, or I don't think that this is the first time that Prince is being introduced to Miles Davis, but it kind of comes across that way in the book for me. But maybe that's just
Yeah, I get what you're saying for sure. I always kind of side eye when I hear talk like that about, it's almost like implying like I brought a certain type of sophistication to. Again, I wasn't there, but I just instinctively, I always kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of bothers me. And then another thing too, if you hear Jimmy Jam speak about just like the radio scene, that they all grew up, like they were listening to so many diverse genres.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why Prince is Prince, I think, is because he did grow up in Minneapolis and they were listening to all kinds of music because they didn't even have black radio. Like, what was it like for a certain amount of time, like on a weekend or something? Like, I can't remember exactly, but very limited. And then obviously back then, and to this very day, like a lot of black people would listen to music on the weekends just to do like house chores. It's like get up listening to music, especially in the 70s. And like my uncles were playing music in the house every day, all day, 24/7. So I think households were more musical back then in the 70s, that, in the 60s and 70s, like when Prince was growing up. So I don't know.
You know what it would be like, and sadly I could see it. I guess in today's world, it would be like if it was some rapper or something that was coming out and it was really hot right now, and he got with some white musician or something, or a person in rap, and they were like, yo, I put that person up on Rakim. You'd be like, you put him up on Rakim? He's like, somebody that is known as, top of the top. But I can understand how, and it's sad to say, there might be some people that are so-called rappers today that are young who may not really know about Rakim or know, you know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe there could be something there. Who knows?
Yeah. And Vanessa's making this point, but John Nelson left the household when Prince was 7. So the influence may not have been there. But I will say, like, even with my little cousins who do not listen to Prince, they know who Prince is. And like one of the best things that ever happened to me a couple years ago is one of my little cousins brings me a chocolate covered strawberries in this Purple Rain cup because she was like, here, and she probably hasn't even listened to Purple Rain, but like she knows what's going on. So I don't know. I think it could have happened. Okay, let's see. Andrew knows about the Cocteau Twins. Thank you. So Amazing, Heaven or Las Vegas was a top album. But what was the hit?
They had some songs. They had a song.
Yeah, what were the hits for? Meaning like on top 40 radio. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to our next reading which is going to be talked about Holly Rock.
Oh, I just want to ask you before we go, thoughts on Dream Factory?
I always like the Dream. I mean, I love the song, but I've always wondered where would it have gone if that makes like any
Oh,
sense.
like on what album or something?
Yeah, because I think, like if you read about moonbeam levels or you listen to Susan Rogers talk about moonbeam levels, they kept taking it out of the vault and trying to put it on, like, let's try it on this one, let's try it on that one, let's try it on this one. And it never seemed to fit. And I mean, obviously, like if the original Crystal Ball would have been released, I think it would have. I mean, it just I think of it whenever I think of the original Crystal Ball, I think of Dream Factory. But if you take away Crystal Ball, the original, even though it did end up on the eventually released Crystal Ball,
Right.
Where would it have gone if it was like on a legit album? It's like I don't think it would have fit on Parade personally.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to read just the first verse here. Stood out to me. It's party all night, hanging out in the streets more than I be at home. I took a pill to wipe away my doubts, but a pill can't cure my being alone. Vodka and 7 straight to my brain. Put me under false impressions, hide all my pain. Somebody help me. I'm losing control. This is what it's like in the Dream Factory. Oh, so to me, I agree. I don't think it necessarily fits in there, but if there wasn't, it would have fit to me if he would have done Crystal Ball and it would have, to me, it would be almost like the updated version of Controversy or Dirty Mind or something. I think it's the same sort of, the way he's talking about this stuff is the same Prince in my mind that would be on Dirty Mind or something. It's it's that rebel. He's talking about some shit he's going through as opposed to just being some sort of love song or something. But
Yeah.
I really, really love this song. Like I said, I listened to it last night and I kind of forgot about it, and I was just like, God, this is actually the Prince where I live musically. Like I remember when I first heard this song, and I'm like, this is from that period that I wanted to hear all the stuff from, like that 85, 86. So I just love the music. I love the way he sings it, the attitude of it. And what he's talking about, so yeah, I think the song is fantastic. Like almost made me want to put together another playlist for myself of just like, where would I put this? Let me grab Crystal Ball. Let me grab this, a couple other ones. And just that little period of these songs that seem to be, they got, pushed aside for Parade, or for, Sign of Times later or something. But there's a lot of great songs that were just pushed aside. And this is one of those to me. This is like a can't miss song that doesn't get in. Underrated song. I always say that.
Yeah. And then, I mean, obviously also there was the Dream Factory album.
Yes. That's where.
And so obviously the song was important to him to even think about it being the center of an album project. But looking, and because like with some of the configurations of Dream Factory, one of the songs I really wish that he would have released, if not on an album as a B-side, is a Movie Star.
Oh yeah,
I used to listen to that like all the time. It was like it was officially released. Like the crickets chirping, and I just.
And yeah, that's peak in mine. It's peak Prince to me. Like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, there's so many of these songs that they would have been in another quantum. They would have been the thing. Like they would have been the main. Like whoa, and I'm not saying they'd have been chart toppers, but in terms of Prince lore and like the album, it would have been monsters, man. I'm like, what the hell?
So Monitor is saying similar to Old Friends for Sale. It seems to be a statement about something similar.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love this comment from Gollum. Prince had more styles than a car got miles. That's right.
Yeah.
Here's a question from Andre. Any thoughts on what they would have done to Moonbeam Levels? Could have been placed on a proper LP back then or no?
Well, I think it could have been placed on an album. I guess. You know what? No, I would have seen it as a B-side, to be honest with you. Like a B-side.
Yeah.
Be dope.
Yes. Don't get me started on this Diamonds in Love bootleg remaster album. I have a lot to say about it. I think it's incredible, but I'm going to leave it at that because I would go on a rant about it.
I'm going to say this. It might be controversial.
Yeah.
I can see why they didn't put it out.
What? Okay.
I can see why. Not to say that it's not.
Say more, Michael Dean.
Well, I think from a, I'm like a hardcore fan such as you. But I could see why they might not put that out. I just think the vault material, though, is good. When there's so many other things that Prince has, I don't know. I can see why somebody said it might be an odd choice to release this now.
Well, see,
but go ahead.
My thing is they should have released it when it was supposed to have been released. I think, and to be honest, if I could choose between the two, like Diamonds and Pearls or like the Love Symbol, I would have chosen Love Symbol. I mean, obviously, I understand why they went Diamonds and Pearls because that's the peak commercial appeal. Yeah. But as like a Prince fan, like, I don't know, I absolutely love the unreleased tracks on that versus the unreleased tracks from
the
Diamonds and Pearls, with the exception of Dark Side, like, which, you know, is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so I Blade Brown says I like them as box sets on their own. The thing is, though, Blade Brown, I have a strange feeling that they would never release this as a standalone box set. So that's the reason why I would want it just to get it. But if they would release it as a standalone, and I still think that they could, because I think it's some really great material on the vault tracks on that. I play more than the Diamonds ones personally, but that's just me. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep it reading. Our next reading is for Thursday, December 5th, 1985. Prince arrived back in Los Angeles to continue editing his movie. Alan Leeds recalled that while they were at LAX, Prince had a chance encounter with Miles Davis. We got off the plane and we were walking the baggage and towards where Prince's driver was waiting. And as we were walking through baggage claim, I spotted Miles Davis and I poked Prince in the ribs and pointed. I introduced myself and it ended up with Prince getting into Miles's car, which was parked a little in front of his. I didn't get in with him and they sat and chatted for 20 minutes or so and swapped phone numbers. Prior to this, Miles had signed with Warner Brothers, and I'm sure there had been some conversation with Warner executives about the possibility of him doing something with Miles. We knew Miles had aspirations beyond the jazz category, and so it was a no-brainer to think, we've got Miles and Prince under one roof, let's get them together. It just made perfect sense. Note, it's possible that this meeting took place on December 7th.
Wow, let the bosses talk.
Yes.
I would love to have been a fly on the wall, like, man, you know, to see them chop it up. It's like, man, oh, what's up? What's going on, young playboy? Okay. I see what you're doing out there. You got no white folks tripping. Get there. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So I think I know Michael Dean's answer to LTKK's question. As fans, would you guys be okay with some digital only collections?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I do appreciate the physical, you know, especially if you want to get the replication of, you know, the actual art and all that stuff. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm not mad at the digital. Me, end of the day, I just want the music. You know, I want the music.
Yeah, I love this comment from Andre about there's a guy online who has rated the best 500 Prince songs. He has it at number 13. Who is this person? I would like to watch that because I think it's great that he has it at number 13 for sure. So, let's see. Yes, this was when Miles was working on the Tutu album, which I personally loved. And you know, there's a song on there called Full Nelson. And I always wondered if that was like an ode to Prince. Let's see. Okay. All right. So do you want to read about High Fashion, Friday, December 6, 1985?
All right. High Fashion, the second and final single from the family, is released. Although it spent 12 weeks on Billboard's Black Singles chart and peaked at number 4, it went largely unnoticed due to lack of interest from Prince, frustrating the band and engineer David Z. Boy, you know it got to be some kind of frustration when the engineer of the track is mad. What you care? But I get it. Skip the quote on this one, or
no? Let's read it.
All right. I think the family album was a great experiment, and it was unfortunate because the second single, which was High Fashion, had a great 12-inch version on it. The screams of passion and then High Fashion. I thought it was going to be like the 1-2 punch, but then Prince backed out. And I remember I said on the phone, at least wait until the second single is released and then quit. But no, it didn't work out like that. He yanked it, and then there was no promo, no money. The 12-inch mix of High Fashion, 7 minutes and 7 seconds, remained unreleased during Prince's lifetime. It did?
Yeah, so the 12-inch. So this is the 7-inch. And when St. Paul and Eric Leeds and Susanna, when they were recording F Deluxe, they had, they were kind of like, for the people who were donating, they would have like some studio footage sessions, and he played a little bit of the High Fashion 12-inch, if I remember.
Really?
Correctly.
I'm getting it mixed up with Screams of Passion. You're right. I have never heard this. Right. So.
Yeah. Screams of Passion 12-inch, which is amazing because of like all of the Claire Fisher intro strings situations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I agree, JD. High Fashion was definitely funky. Should have done much better because, at the time, I love Screams of Passion, but it was a unique and different sound, like combining funk with the Fisher strings. And I can't remember how people responded in real time. I thought it was amazing because I thought Prince was, everything. And I was like, oh my God, just getting more and more experimental. So I really love Screams of Passion in particular. But for people who wanted the funk, definitely High Fashion is that song for them. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it should have just been a Prince song. Just on the fact that he takes the song back live and starts jamming. Even later years, still, brings it back out. And then he bring it out on Arsenio, that kind of. When he came back on that Arsenio later, the last time he was on there, did they do? Why do I feel like they did High Fashion? Or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
In the chat, help us out.
Or there was somewhere he did High Fashion. It was like later years, I swear, unless I'm just getting that old. But I just think, that song is bananas, and I love when he performs it.
Oh, it was Mutiny.
Oh, it was a Mutiny. My bad. Right. My bad. Same album, different song.
Yeah.
But that's another one. Like, yeah, all those songs, when he does them, it just picks up a whole different. You get to me, I feel like this is what the song's really meant to be. Like when he's singing it, I believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So first of all, I got to say hello to my amazing friend who is an amazing bass player, Kari Capral Simmons.
I like that thumbnail, Playboy. He like.
That's what I'm talking about. You should definitely seek out Kyrie Cabral Simmons. If you don't know about him, he has amazing music.
Okay.
You can everywhere. He was also involved with Jiva. He was also the musical director for India Ari. So
nice.
Yes. All right. Okay. Now, where I saw a quote. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. I was gonna do this anyway. Me and Brian, we are so aligned. Look at this. Look at this, Brian. I have
He
a
was ready.
state moment because I would love to have the family album with all of Prince's versions on it. We need another volume of originals, dear estate.
Yes.
Please. Because I listened to Prince's version of High Fashion this morning and I was like, we need this. We so need this, Brian. So me and Brian, we are coordinated. All right. Yes.
I wonder why they haven't done another originals. Was it not? I don't know. Just that was a great. I love that release actually. I think it's really cool.
It's actually my favorite post Prince release, even over
Really?
the deluxes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. I love me some originals. Nice. I want everything Prince song with his version in the most pristine quality possible. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's just me. That would be amazing.
And to me, those would be great digital releases. Like if they, if you did the Time album, for instance, and they could compile whatever the versions of they could find of his and put that on digital, I wouldn't be mad at that. Or even if they, like I said, they just took the digital versions. They just took the digital versions that are already online, and they just had extended versions when they added Prince's stuff. It was what was that? Superfly, the album. Mm-hmm. I just got into a Curtis thing last night, and I was looking up the albums, and they have the regular version on digital, of course, but then they have the extended version, which I didn't even know existed. And it has all these instrumentals and demos and all this. I'm not hardcore where I have to have it physically, but I'm hardcore enough where I'm like, yo, I need that Curtis. I'm listening to this. I want to hear these songs too. There was some Sly albums like that had extended stuff, digital stuff thrown on there. I don't know if they were ever released physically, but I wouldn't be mad if Prince got that treatment just for the kids who are not going to go buy the physical stuff because they ain't that into it, but they'd be into it enough that they would add those songs and be in their brain and listening to them, you know what I'm saying, and start to fall in love with it. So that's what I would.
Yeah. So there's a question from Wild Man Beyond. Do you think Diamonds and Pearls was Prince's last good album? And obviously the answer is no.
Not at all, sir.
Yes.
That's before Rainbow Children, right? That's one of my joints.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we thank you, Theo.
Exactly. Yeah.
This Theo's answer.
The album I just started kind of really getting into again is Rave Into the Joy.
Really?
Yeah, just randomly came across one of the songs last night and it just like blew in I was like, whoa, what is I remember I was like, oh shit. And then I just went back to listen. I was like, yo, this sounds crazy right now. Like it's such a full sounding record.
Okay. So Wild Man keeps asking this question. So Michael Dean, do you hear the rumor that Prince will be used on Stranger Things this season?
Man, I'm hearing it from you, Wild. So that's my first time hearing about that. That'd be cool though.
And Theo agrees. Rave is an underrated album.
Yeah.
I love his comment from Kim. Now, okay, I am with Todd. I mean, I don't think that this is Lad's greatest album, but Lotus Flower does not get the love that it deserves. That album is one of my absolute favorites.
Lotus Flower, that's the one that had the 3 different, or 2 different.
Mm-hmm. It was
MPLS sound.
MPLS and then Bria Valente.
Right.
Yes. And Goblin is going for 3121. There's so many. I mean, there's so many. Oh my God.
Masterpiece. Okay.
Hits for days. Hits for days. Okay, we're at our What Did Prince Do This Week end of it, and we're going to segue into or return to our salon part. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit more about Record Store Day and the releases, because these are not disposable releases. First of all, this is the Doors release for
gotta go full screen so we can see that.
Okay, let me go full screen. So this is the Doors, which they always have something for Record Store Day. Almost every single Record Store Day, you can get something for the Doors, and this is live in Copenhagen. But the reason why I'm showing this to you is that there's a number on here, and mine is 9,133, even though on the Record Store Day website, it says it was only 5,300 copies. But I think you can see, let me see, there you go. So you see the number. This is what I wanted on the box set for Around the Rolling Day. I wanted my number. So I'm still talking about that. I'm still salty. I want my number.
Man, that's Prince fans. I seen the number conversation. There's a conversation about the graphic design on the back of it or in the inside of the. I see people posting these pictures of Around the World in a Day, and it's like all the song titles. And they're like, "Why did you guys do this?" I was like, man, Prince fans ain't playing like the devil in the details.
I haven't even opened. So this morning, my husband opened this, and I haven't even looked at this. So what I really want to see, and this is my first time looking at it with you.
Oh, wow.
The purple marble vinyl. That's is crazy. So beautiful. Yeah. Look at that.
Wow. We didn't have that back in the day.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Interesting.
Yes. Okay. I have to look at the artwork and all that. Now, the one thing that I love, now this is the
just to ask you, you would know this. Did Prince ever do a picture disc album?
Oh, well, yeah, there were multiple picture disc albums. I mean, it wasn't just like a standalone, like there was the real album and then you had the pictures.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
So
but not like it was the official, like the day it came out.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I could see him doing something like that now as you think about it, like why, yeah, that would have been,
yeah.
In his mind, it would have been some crazy picture. But
so with the marble one, this is the marble one, and the marble one has the flap, which Ted hates, but I love my flap. So you got your flap. And
Ted shade. Where's Ted, man?
Yes. Oh, and to answer your question, like specifically, the two picture disc albums were Parade and Batman.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember the Batman. Now that you
can I get a special delivery of one of them, Parade or Batman, or both of them?
I love how she's it translate that. Husband, get my goddamn. Hurry up.
All right. So this is the marble one, and this is the three vinyl, the three vinyl one, the three one that's. Okay. I haven't opened this. I'm not going to open it up, but I love that this has like the metallic cover versus the marble one that does. It's like the normal. Let me go kind of full screen real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, some of you guys are like, what is she talking about? So this is like the original cover. It's like glossy, but this is like the Purple Rain, like the Purple Rain Deluxe where they had the silver undertone. Like this has like a silver undertone, so you can kind of see the difference. So I love that they did that with this one. And what's cool about this one, which is another irk that I had, is that it has the actual sticker. You can't tell, but this is a sticker.
Okay.
Versus like printed on. And one of the other pet peeves from the box set is that the boy is actually printed on the box as opposed to being a sticker. So at least they got the sticker on the three vinyl one.
Nice. And
Now,
you say you're not gonna open that?
no, I'm
What
not.
do you? Is that like a part of the collecting thing? You don't actually
Yeah,
open?
I
Okay.
mean, to be honest, Michael
I guess
Dean.
like comic books or something. You don't.
Well, I usually buy 2 of everything, but my
Mhm.
funds are low. So, but I did buy 2 more. I did two marbles. So I have 1 sealed marble,
Man.
1 marble that I open.
Okay. All
So
right.
in terms of the reason why I'm not going to open the 3 vinyl one is because you have I have all the 12, I have all the original 12 inches, but also, I have the CD. So you don't
Mm.
really have to open that. Now and this is something else I'm not going to open because I only got 1 of these, if I remember. And this is the picture disc that they just released.
Oh, okay. What's on the picture? Do you know?
It says Prince of the Revolution.
Oh, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Like this is the actual album.
Gotcha.
Then,
Okay.
so this is also like a silver backed. You can see the rainbow
Mm.
in the silver, and you can see like all the trees and stuff like in the original.
Interesting.
Going back, hold on 1 second. Let's look at this.
Like if the picture, what if Love Sexy had a picture disc?
Yeah, Love Sexy didn't have any picture discs, but this is actually, the original inside. Like this is what the inside of the original looks like with the rainbow and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, LTKK?
What did LTKK say?
So your descendants are going to inherit a great collection.
I don't have any descendants, unfortunately, and I'm trying to give them to my cousins, and I'm trying to tell them stuff, and I don't know.
They ain't gonna appreciate it.
No, they're not. So
They're like, why does she have 3 of these? Like, what is this anyway? Oh, there's some weird stuff from the 80s. I don't know.
yeah, so it's so funny. Like I'm telling my mom certain things, like in case I go before my mom. I was like, "This is real. Like, do not like give this to the Goodwill."
Right? They better not be sliding it around. Like, I'm gonna be haunting all of them.
Yes. All right. So Smitty Rock also picked up for Record Store Day the Miles cooking at the Plug Nickel 65. And that was like what John Coltrane, Wayne Shorter, and Miles Davis, right? Yes. Let's see. Yes. The Black Album original. I don't have an original Black Album pressing. I have the original bootleg pressing of the vinyl, the Black Album with the Christopher Tracy. That's like that, I can't remember. It was like a varnish, like a black on black. I have that. But yeah. So let's see. Nice. Vanessa says, my son doesn't care about Prince, so my godson, who's a musician, is inheriting my collection. Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Hopefully
all right.
they have something to listen to as you think 20, 30 years from now, like, will they know what or vinyl, like I say this with CDs, I show a CD to my daughter. She was like, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know what. Never had a CD player and doesn't really ever see one. She just has no recollection of what do you do with this? Like,
yeah.
And that was way after the vinyl, so I'd be curious to see.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I got a special delivery. Give me 1 second.
It's coming in hot. I got it. Oh, damn. How did it? Oh, it slid under the door. Wow. How did he hear her? That's the question. Man. What you got for us?
All right.
What you got there?
And it's in theme. It's like we're on point. This is the picture disc for.
Oh, okay, I've seen that. Yeah.
And then this is what it looks like on the back.
Got it.
Yeah. And this is the full album because there are other picture discs as well. I mean, there were like the interview picture discs, which I loved at the time because YouTube didn't exist and you didn't get to hear him speak a lot. And One thing about the picture disc for the collectors out there, it's like a UK version. It wasn't released in the US, so UK for the picture disc for the collectors, like Theo, who's starting their collections. It is a very long time. And JD is saying my eldest is trying to inherit my Prince collection before I go. I know you're not going to let that happen. Yes.
You know, I'm just to deviate for a quick second. You know, almost makes me wonder, what will they collect 20, 30 years from now? If you think about, you know, if you were young right now and whatever music that you were into right now, which was your life, you know, and I assume they're not buying it digitally, right? They're just listening to it. I'm curious how, you know, when they become our age, how they're going to, will they ever have had a collection? Will they won't think about, like, remember when we had the 12-inch or it will all just be, you know, streaming types. So I'll be curious to see, are they going to get tied into like a TikTok video? Remember that TikTok video where the song was, you know, that would be the thing that they remember? Or would they really grab a hold to the way it looked on the phone or something, and they identified with, remember Beyonce in the album and the way the video, you know, when you would go on to Apple Music and it would come up, you know, I'm curious to see how they will do this, you know, 20, 30 years from now, when they don't have, you know, I don't know if they even make, well, I assume they must make physical copies of some of this stuff. Like I see a lot of the K-pop stuff, it's got very intricate releases, physically box sets, but I'd be curious to see.
I'm sorry, LTKK said physical is still a thing. Taylor Swift fans bought all 2,847 variants of her recent album. So
that's true.
Theo is saying, I'm not on the TikTok.
So, but most of these people are.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. Okay, so the one thing that I want to talk about is the reason why I'm sort of anti-digital when it comes to other people curating it, because like technically YouTube could disappear. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, but it could.
It could go like a Tower Records for sure.
Yeah, it could go like a Tower Records. The same with like Spotify. Like these companies, they don't last forever. And with some of the very obscure artists that I listen to, they're not even on streaming. Like the songs even aren't even on streaming. So let's say that these, and I've used certain software that just disappeared, not for music, but other software. And I think about this, you know, like, so, okay, I was going to pull this up anyway. I am extremely excited that Bilal is releasing his album, Adjust Brightness, on vinyl. I was really pissed because I didn't think it was going to happen. Because I was like, I don't want this to be a digital only release. I want my physical copy because I don't want this thing to disappear off of streaming services. You just never know, you know, like what might happen. So I'm all about the physical.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, okay. So Chris Burnett is saying maybe concert merch like T-shirts.
I can see that.
That might be what they, and let's see. Interesting. That's a good point. Jade is saying, I wonder if in 30 years you'll be able to even play some of the digital formats that exist now, because it could be a change of formats.
Right.
And Kim is saying more popular artists are pressing vinyl. And Theo wants you to know, Michael Dean, that's why I'm not most people.
I figured. But thank you for that.
Yes. Oh, and so, okay, I was hoping this was going to happen. So D'Angelo's Voodoo is getting a vinyl release, brown vinyl.
Saw that, yeah.
Yes. Love this comment from Dr. Claus 77. Software either vanishes or becomes so impoopified that you can't use it. For sure. Let's think about the interactive CD-ROM. Like, it's nearly impossible to play that unless you have a CD-ROM. And you're maintaining that. I love this comment. Theo sounded like Prince. Okay. All right. Yes, D68A is saying even new video formats like H.265 are incompatible with shows, etc. So even with digital, you're gonna have issues. So for me, it's physical all the way.
You know, it's sort of the same way. I guess all sort of media, even like movies, you know, I think will fall into that same category. Like, you know, yeah, you can still buy a DVD or you can buy a Blu-ray, but they're becoming less and less, and they're moving it all to, you know, streaming in that regard as well. Like, remember we used to go buying box sets of TV shows like that. Remember that was the big thing. You
Yeah.
know, now it's like you'd be like, not anymore. You know, so it's I could, you know, I don't know. It's I can see it happening either way. I guess I can always see it no matter what it is. If they think there's some sort of value behind whatever it is, whether you listen to it or watching it, they're gonna make it a way for you to pay to get access to it. Just probably won't be able to own it, you know, as easily as you used to. And you know, hopefully it'll be more people like yourself and people like us that are sort of keeping some sort of, you know, hype of physical going and keep the niche going, if nothing else. You know, things like Record Store Day certainly can help. But yeah, it'd just be interesting. And I almost wondered too, and I'm gonna get off of it, but even things like video games, I think are the same way. I almost think maybe some younger generation, may more so, are into that than they would be music. But even you think of the older video games, you know, not being compatible because they don't have the same consoles anymore, or they have to be updated or something. And you can't buy the physical anymore. You can only download it to play it or something. I kind of almost seem like they're training people. They've been training them for the last 20 years on that model. And now it's like, hey, you've been used to not going to the store buying a game anymore. You're not going to go buy nothing anymore like that, you know? So I don't know. And at the same point, you know, they have to be able to make it available. Like we can sit here and ask for Madhouse all day, but if they don't want to put it out, it's it can get lost.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. They were saying, thinking about Record Store Day, I think that a way for the state to release a Black album would be a limited Record Store Day release. It would stay true to how it was released in 1994, and it wouldn't be a wide release. Yeah, I do think that the state could take more advantage of Record Store Day. I mean, I'm really big on this idea of modeling, like looking at someone and seeing what works for them. So like for me, again, it goes back to the doors. Every single Record Store Day, I know I'm going to have to spend some money on the doors because they almost always have something.
Yeah, I think that's dope. But I forgot to ask you, do they have like Record Store Day? Do they ever have like, because I always seem like we're mentioning the rock groups, but do the R&B or soul albums get this treatment on these things?
Yes,
that's what I'll be like.
yes, but not as frequently. And also hip hop, because one of the things I wanted to pick up was the minstrel show by Little Brother. But it's like the Doors record was expensive. So and the box set, the Around the Rolling Day, and I was like, okay, I need to stop. So,
I'm like, shit, then give me the Guy first album, you know, colored. That's what I'm, you know, boom, 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 and this guy, you know, Teddy on one side, Aaron on.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I mean, they release stuff, you know, like sometimes they release obscure stuff. So, you know, when we talked about during Halloween, Ganja and Hess, that independent black vampire film from the 70s. For Record Store Day, they actually released a soundtrack one year. And I was shocked. I mean, because it's a very rare film.
Shit, they doing that, man. This dear music industry, can we get a Record Store Day of the Mac soundtrack, man? Willie Hutch? Shit.
Oh, this is so great to hear. On said that when they went to buy the minstrel show, it was sold out. So that's good to know that Little Brother is selling. And actually, the guy who gave me the box set, who turned around and gave me the box set, the other thing he had in his hand was the minstrel show. So he was also buying that. And let's see, JD is saying, when I bought D'Angelo's Fine Art, returned to my hotel, the valet asked me what records I bought. I showed him the D'Angelo and a Jamiroquai album, and he had no idea who either artist was. Oh my goodness. Okay. And let's see. I got, okay. Drea Dances got Johnny, because Joni Mitchell also had a Record Store Day release as well. Oh, thank you for saying this. So I know Bilal has us is guessing on one of these De La Soul tracks. So I can't wait to listen to that song, but also the entire album. Thank you. All right. So anybody out on the West Coast, Alice Smith is performing at the Peppermint Club tonight. I wish I could go to the Peppermint Club. These are images, Michael Dean, at the top of the Peppermint Club. It looks amazing. So I'm hoping.
Look like a place where you can buy some fruit cocktail.
Yeah.
Because you ain't hungry. Yeah, dang.
Yes. All right. So we already talked about this. I'm curious, is anybody going to Celebration? Everybody's starting to save up their money. It's going to be June 3rd through 7th.
Celebrate good time. Oh, wrong. But actually inspired by Prince.
But also, Kool and the Gang, they did their rehearsal for their tour at Paisley Park when Paisley Park.
There you go.
Tied it in. I'm trying to tie it in. Oh, Theo is planning to be there. That's so amazing to hear. We got Dr. Claw, got Arlene Oak. See, and I love this. Theo says, I am determined to be there. I'm so happy to hear that. All right. And then we also have, I'm really excited about this 2-volume special edition photography set from Steve Park that's coming out. So make sure you're aware of that. And El Michelle is saying yes to Celebration 2026. And I'm very excited about our next symposium in April, because we will be celebrating Parade and Under the Cherry Moon, and it's going to be hybrid this year. So Friday will be virtual, and Saturday and Sunday will be in person in Brooklyn. And yes, we got to have this book on our bookshelves for sure. So, all right. And then we want to make sure we keep Dr. Funkenberry in our thoughts and prayers, especially right now during the holiday season. And if you can, send him a kind word, and also continue to contribute to his GoFundMe, as well as Addie Durant's GoFundMe. Again, Addie was involved in the Clubhouse version of a fan-created recreation of Purple Rain, which was incredible. You can still listen to it if you haven't heard it. And also, Des Dickerson still has a GoFundMe. Yes, Andrew, somebody's with me. Makes no sense that the Around the World in a Day box set is not numbered. I don't know.
It makes sense that they was running game, but
oh my God. So, because it got me to thinking, because like even with the Doors, it says that it was only 5,300 copies for Record Store Day, but my number is 9,000 and something. So they made it like feel like it was scarcer than what it really was. But I mean, it seems like 9,000 have been sold. So I think it did really well. All right, Michael Dean, take us out. Oh, wait, before we get taken out, I want to talk about the accompanying playlist this week. And the one thing, and it's on my YouTube channel, if you go all the way down to the bottom, we have an accompanying playlist for every single episode, not all the episodes, but all of the past couple of years. And I included a lot of the tributes to Jelly Bean Johnson, but I haven't had an opportunity to watch any of them. Like Electric Vibe did one, Funkatopia did one. St. Paul just posted for Funk Friday. They did like 7779311 in tribute to Jelly Bean. So I'm curious, Michael Dean, have you watched any of the Jelly Bean tributes?
No, I haven't caught any of them yet. No, but I mean, I just think it's great. Every time I go on the social media, I see his face, man. Like everybody been posting stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen any of those yet.
Okay, and Ron Kayla says Funkatopia was very good. Andre said, I know Michael Dean has pulled with this state. Last celebration I attended, Brother Dean pulled up in the parking lot in a Maserati.
Yeah, in the quantum realm. She.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Ron Kayla. Because I also have that one in the accompanying playlist as well. There's one Jelly Bean tribute from Musicians Reveal as well. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I wanted to talk about this. There was a Jelly Bean tribute show in LA with St. Paul and Wendy Melvoin. Did anyone have an opportunity to see that show, like in person? Because I'm sure that was incredible.
Vanessa, what are you doing in that picture?
That's been her avatar for a
I
while.
know, but it just now is the opportunity to ask, because there's a choice to pick that. I mean, not that I like the picture, but it's just that there has to be a story behind, whatever you're doing. But anyway,
What's the story, Vanessa?
you can put this. I'm putting you on blast. I know, but hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay, LTKK. All right. So yeah, so I guess Vanessa's not going to answer your question. Or so do you
There's a little delay too, so she just give her.
Yes. Oh, okay. Wait, we got attended the St. Paul and Families tribute to Jelly Bean in LA. It was really good. 2 back-to-back shows. Incredible. And what was the crowd like? Okay, here we go. Vanessa said, I was being cute. I took it at the YMCA waiting for my son to get dressed after swimming class.
Okay. You look cute. You definitely was on that. We love it.
And Dr. Claude said, I'm cooking off the image of Michael Dean hopping out of a bit turbo with the Jesse Johnson fit.
Hilarious.
We're going full quantum realm today. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So Michael, if you want to take us out, let's do it.
All right. Great show today. Salute to Celie, Ricky, Ted. What's our regulars? Kim, everybody in the chat. Definitely make it what it is.
Who was first in the chat?
Yeah, you were first. I was thinking maybe we have to come with some sort of no prize when you're first. I guess we just give you a shout out or something, but I love it. Yeah, man. Great week. Great conversation about Prince today. D'Angelo, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Work it like a job. Yeah, thank you. Work it like a job. We'll see you next time. Happy holidays.
Peace.